Well, they made another one. Cryptic Collection 5 Time Capsule 2 is out now. It is Valentine's Day when I'm recording this, February 14th. But the weird thing is, there is no promotional things about this at all. I looked on, it's already about 3 hours since I noticed it got up on Spotify. No Twitter, no Facebook, no Instagram, no nothing. So, very weird, because the other one they were kind of promoting like a bit crazy, and then this one just kind of pops out of nowhere. Like, what's going on with this, guys? I'm recording? Yes, I am. Perfect. So we're going to talk about it again, kind of like we did with Time Capsule 1. It's obviously going to be the same kind of stuff. The good thing with this one is it adds the Time Capsule 1 to the last 4 tracks of this, so all 8 tracks now are in one chunk, so that way you don't gotta flip back and forth, which I do like about that. The tracks on this are Heads on a Shelf, Tonight, All These Problems, and My Underground. Now, we're gonna go with Heads on a Shelf first. That was from the Psychomania tour EP. Kind of like I talked about with the Psychomania OG version, which I think that's cool that they're starting to add that on. But I would also just like them to just add it as a full album on Spotify instead of kind of slipping it into a Cryptic Collection 5. But I'm happy either way. It's a solid song, not one of my favorites. At first when I was listening to this, because I didn't remember where it came from, I'm like, where did this come from? I just thought I just forgot about it. I'm like, nope, it's on the same EP I talked about last time. We're going to talk about this one last, even though this is track 2. Track 3 is All These Problems, and let me grab that quick. Next one is All These Problems by Twiztid, and this is the Record Store Day edition. What is this from? 2020. The thing's hard to read. And also what's cool about it is, and so the original sticker, before it got canceled and pushed to 4 instead of 1. But this record also has stuff from I think it's called Mad Season, that's what it's from. It has My Bible, F Feelings, and Forget You on the back as well. This is on a glow-in-the-dark record, apparently, from what I could find, which I think is cool. But yeah, the song's not too bad, not one of my favorites from them, but I'd say a fairly solid one. Good listen. And then My Underground, which is also from the Psychomania EP, which, now that I'm thinking of it, make it a Record Store Day exclusive, please. I would love it. It is, like 7 years old now? It needs a Record Store Day release. The last one up is Tonight. Now, I already talked to DC Fago guy about this, because I was telling him about, like, hey, they messed with it again. So, if you remember the original, it had Swagtooth on it. And if you don't know Swagtooth, that's okay. That was composed of Choir Boy and Ouija Mac. Now, obviously, this song came out before, like, the big split, as I'm calling this. This came out in 2015, where you had both of them on the track. And in 2018, the Cryptic Collection's Bongs and Blunts edition came out. And Ouija's verse wasn't on it. Which I think is weird, because it's already a song that they did. Did he request them to take it off? Did Psychopathic request them to take it off? Because that was like a year after, in 2018. And then now this one, it took out Choir Boy's track. Well, his verse. Which is even weirder, because the Cryptic Collection Bongs and Blunts version did not take his verse out. So we are missing 2 verses, and also the intro is different. I don't know how it is 100% on the Bongs and Blunts CD, but I think they take Swagtooth out of that intro, and then it goes into the chorus. But on this one, they take out everyone but Mikey Clark. It's just like Mikey Clark, and then boom, the chorus, and that feels so odd. And what's even weirder is they still kept all the weird like breaks in the song. Like, I forget if it's Ajax or Insane E that has it, where it's like, it's their verse and then the rest is just like a weird instrumental with I Wanna Get Fucked Up after it for, like, I believe the same 8 bars. Why not just slap Blazes onto it, since his was in the one with Swagtooth? Why not just cut the time down a tiny bit and chunk it in there, make it sound a little bit better? Because Blazes, it has like an instrumental change with like how the drums are and all that, it seems. And it seems to kind of work off the previous verse. So to have it as its own verse kind of throws me off a bit, because it seems like it's missing something. It still does have Prozac, the ROC, and Twiztid on it. It's a really good song. This is definitely not my favorite rendition of it, if I had to say that. I am curious to see how they will release this one, since, like, all the others were kind of on CD mainly. Will they do a vinyl and cassette release of this, since it's been, what, like 12, 13 years since CC4 and any of the little, like, specialty ones kind of just feel like they were there and then disappeared, because they seem to be hard to get. But I feel like with this one, now that they have a lot of the CDs and cassettes and vinyl, they kind of all run them together. Will this be one where we have it on a vinyl? And if so, I would like it on, like, maybe a red and white or a blue and white vinyl, kind of like how they're doing the cover. The only thing I will not ask them to do, please do not make it a picture disc. I do not play picture discs. They are ugly. They do not sound right. Make it a normal record and I'll be happy. But overall, my thoughts on the Cryptic Collection 5 Time Capsule 2, not bad, not as surprising as the original in my opinion, but still has some neat stuff to add onto it, I will say that. If you like to let me know down below, like, comment, subscribe, share, do it again. See you in the next one.